Hello, my name is Tracy Allen, and I want to welcome you to Cooking with Some Friends. Merry Christmas. We're making up the last of our Christmas candy this afternoon, and we're going to make some Rocky Road candy. And we're going to start with a 12-ounce package of semi-sweet chocolate chips and a tablespoon of butter. And we're going to melt this in the microwave until it's a creamy texture. And that'll take probably a minute and a half or so, but we're going to do it at 30-second increments. Our chocolate and butter are melted to a creamy texture. So now I'm going to add to that a 14-ounce can of sweetened condensed milk and stir that in. And I have a 9x13 out that I will pour this candy into, and then later we'll cut it, once it cools, we'll cut it into squares. And it's pretty rich, so when you cut it, you probably want to make it into pretty small squares. Stir that together. And in my bigger bowl that I have over here, I have miniature marshmallows, and I have 16 ounces of those, and then I have about 2.5 cups of dry roasted peanuts. I'm going to put the dry roasted peanuts in there, then I'm going to pour the chocolate mixture in there, mix it all up, and then put it in my 9x13 to set. Somebody asked me once why I don't just make these like as a drop candy like I do Truffles, but with the sweetened condensed milk in it, it won't hold its shape quite as well. So it doesn't work quite as well as when you do candies that don't have that in there. This all together, and then I'll pour it into my pan, and you can refrigerate it to let it set, and it'll set faster. So I'm going to continue to stir this till everything is coated, and then put it in my pan. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Cooking with Some Friends. I hope you are following us on Facebook and have subscribed to our channel on YouTube, because I just don't want to miss any of the recipes that we're sharing, and I'd like to hear your comments back as well. But anyway, we're in the middle of making our Christmas candy, and I'm going to share our peanut butter truffle recipe with you. We also make some Oreo truffles, and we have a couple of my grandsons who have peanut allergies, and so I never want them to get a hold of the wrong one. So I cover both of them with a mixture of almond bark and semi-sweet chocolate chips. But then on the truffles, I put sprinkles on that will attract the kids to them. And then they know that they can eat the ones with the sprinkles on it, but to leave the others alone because they're the ones with the peanut butter in them. So it's just an easy way for us to distinguish. But anyway, peanut butter truffles, peanut butter balls, whatever you want to call them. We have 2 cups of creamy peanut butter in the bowl. And to that, I'm going to add a stick of room temperature butter, and I've chopped this up just to make it a little bit easier to mix in. And this is really handy. Other than the chocolate mixture, there are only 4 ingredients to this recipe, and you don't even have to get your mixer out. So when I get all this mixed together, I'm going to put this in the cover it and put it in the refrigerator to let this set before I form the peanut butter truffles, and then let it set before I actually cover it with chocolate. Okay, then to that, I'm going to stir in, I want that butter to break up just a little bit more, but I'm going to stir in 3 cups of Rice Krispies and a pound, which comes out to be about 3.5 to 4 cups of powdered sugar. And those are the only 4 ingredients in the recipe. And again, like I said, it's a combination of the chocolates that we put over, or dip them in. But okay, so then I want my Rice Krispies. Fingers are cramping up. And then finally, the last of the ingredients, the powdered sugar. And you can do that in 2 additions if it's a little bit easier for you. But I'm going to go ahead and get this stirred in, cover it, and put it in the refrigerator, and then I'll come back once it's set. So our peanut butter balls have set up, and now we're ready to dip them in the combination of half semi-sweet chocolate chips and half chocolate almond bark. And remember, you want to do this, if you're going to melt it in the microwave, do it at 30-second intervals, stirring in between so it doesn't seize up. So then all we do is the balls that we formed from the peanut butter, Rice Krispie, powdered sugar mixture, butter, we're going to put those over on our parchment, and then we're going to let these set, and then we'll put them in an airtight container and have them when everybody's here. And you can decorate these, either put white chocolate over them or some kind of a sprinkle or something like that to make it a little more festive. But as I told you before, this is how we differentiate for the kids the peanut butter balls versus our Oreo truffles. So I'm just going to continue this process. And I do have some peanuts out, because if I have extra chocolate, it's always easy just to drop some peanuts in it, stir it around, and then you have peanut clusters and there's no waste. Thanks for joining us for this session of Cooking with Some Friends. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And find us on Facebook at Cooking with Some Friends.